Sean Wood. I'm here today to introduce you to a great new gaming table coming out of the InQuinte region, and it's called the Corner Shuffleboard. Pretty much, it's a shuffleboard table that's with a unique L-shaped design. Fits in the corner of your room, so it takes up a lot less space than regular shuffleboard tables of the past. And with this game too, it provides the shuffleboard, pool, and curling all in one, because of the way it works off with its banks. Like I say, with its unique L-shaped design, space issues is not a problem for apartments, stuff like that. We've been building these tables over the past 5-6 years now. It's a slow go, but it's a game that's becoming more popularity, I guess, within this region. We have tables across southern Ontario, some located in Ottawa, Kingston, Trenton, Orangeville, Toronto. So basically we're just here to tell you about Wood Services. We're a custom cabinet making shop that started off building pub style bars and came up with this game, like I said, about 5-6 years ago now, that has entertained us for hours playing. And it makes a lot of sense as far as, like I said, again, space-wise, and just the entertainment value of it all.
How does the game work?
The game works with, if you're not familiar with the old shuffleboard tables, shuffleboard rocks and wax. The rocks ride on top of the wax, so they float, basically. With the banks, they actually curl off the banks, so there's a spin involved, so you can actually curl your rock around the other to the end. I guess basically showing, if I had a table here, it would be certainly a lot easier.
How much room do you have to have? Oh, okay. Yeah, so how big is that?
5.5 feet by 5.5 feet, stands 37 inches high. One of the biggest things that's new with this game that we've just developed.
So wait, shuffleboard is this one, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Big long table. Nobody has room for it anymore. We also have a printed surface which goes on top of it. This is our generic model, okay?
That's nice.
But with this printed surface is the ability to do sports teams, logos, company logos, advertising on the tables. We just did recently a sponsor for Junior Belleville Bulls hockey team that we had over at the arena there, which was a pretty good success picture-wise there.
That's great.
So there's different things we can do with the table playing surfaces, so it gives the customer a variety of choices. Again, we can, different tables, obviously styles and colors, Denver Broncos logos, stuff like that. So that's sort of idea with it.
So are you still, you're still building the bars? This is a sideline?
We still do the pub style bars, but we definitely like to, this is more of a manufacturing aspect, so it's a lot easier to build these rather than the time consumption into bars, because we're actually at people's homes. So that's a lot of time.
So you're hoping to transition the business?
We want to focus more of the business towards building these shuffleboard tables, and it became not so much about the product. When we first started off, we went really high end with the quality and the woodworking based, and it became about selling a game.
Right.
And it really came down to that. So we've got the game down a lot cheaper now as far as manufacturing time-wise. It takes a lot less to build them now. We've downgraded the tables a little. We still make them nice and fancy as far as using, some solid oak and oak veneer rather than the solid oak that we had before.
So what does it cost? What does the average table cost you to make and me to buy it from you?
Well, this player's table model that I was just showing you on here,
yeah.
$17.99 online. For our player's table model, is that $23.99 for our custom classic table, which were the original ones. They're a lot more heavier, sturdier, durable.
And how much does it cost to make?
You're looking at the player's table model. Total, you're looking at about $700 to make. that would be materials
And are they all
labor.
custom orders? Or do you have like just a generic base?
Well, it's generic. We hope to be a generic table. They've changed a little bit over the years as we've gone, but now we're at a point where we actually have a generic table, and this is what we're at, kind of back as a new starting point. It's new but not new. We'd like to be able to push this new generic table out there, and as far as just promoting the game itself. We have a table at the Marriott Hotel there in Kingston and one in Legends Pub in Belleville. It's been there for, they've both been there for 2-3 years now, I guess. The one in Kingston anyways, 3-4 years now.
How many
So it's been entertaining their guests. It's definitely, as far as bars, and if you like to entertain people, it's something new to attract, something nobody's ever played it before. We've done shows in Toronto, the International Center. From a promotion standpoint, it's been a great success.
Yeah, so what have your sales been like?
Yeah, how many did you sell last year, let's say?
Well, okay, over the years, to date, we have 20 different tables built.
20 tables built.
13 of them have been sold. A couple I still have at home to do something with right now. I'm just looking into doing the retail aspect.
That's over the 5 years?
This is over the 5 years. Life gets in the way I have a full-time job too. This is
What do you do?
This is a part-time business. I'm in the printing industry,
Okay.
actually. And so I've had some part-time contracting business over the past 30 years. On and off, like I said, that's why it's named Wood Services, basically after the name. It's, like I said, the custom woodworking, and this is where the design, but it's the table, it's the game itself is really what I just want to promote. And move forward with that. I've built it to the level at where it's at now, and I just need some help to take it to the next level.
Yeah, what are you asking for from Dragon so much
Yeah,
money?
what's the
Well, I figured 50,000 for 10%. And basically with that 50,000 would go to marketing and promotions for it, hire some help.
Are you the only one working on it now?
Yeah, pretty much. So I mean, I have to cover sales, move the tables, do this, do that.
Right.
You know.
And you build them all from scratch, like you're just...
Yeah, well, it's certainly a lot simpler, and I can get the overall cost down if I was able to move into a little larger location, have some young guys working for me, train them, kind of thing. You're doing it all by yourself is
How long does it take you to build a table?
I have them down to about 16 hours now with the new
Wow.
players tables model. It used to be upwards of 35, 36 hours to build a table before, so we've gotten down to a range, and that number could come down too if we're building 5 or 10 at a time, for sure.
Right. And so right now it's an online business?
We have, I have the website online. Generally, I'm getting a lot of interest out of the States. We just sold the first one to the U.S. there just before Christmas. It seemed to, it was a great time to get in the U.S. market with the dollar figure being the way it is. Shipping's a bit of a hassle with it just because of the unique shape of it. It takes up 2 spots, so shipping's a bit pricey.
Who do you ship with?
I use Cross Border Solutions out here out of Belleville, who they in turn use to ship down the way. I don't know. They're obviously a broker, so. We're also doing, I have a prototype table also in the works too. That's a foldable model to try and combat this shipping aspect of it. Even come up with a cheaper model because really I'd like to be able to get the game out there. If I can have a foldable model that is easy packaged, it can be shipped anywhere for a reasonable cost, then I think the interest would grow, within the game itself a lot more.
How much have you invested in the business?
Oh God, probably. I wrote down 30,000, but I'm sure it's a little bit more than that over the years.
Is that your own money?
Yeah, pretty much.
Like no loan, right?
And a lot of it is, at this point, is paying back where we went wrong at the beginning of the whole thing. We were told before, great idea, great concept, you went too high end.
So that would be one thing that you would change. If you do it again, you would go lower end.
It became
first.
about learning about selling a game, downgrading, making it become quicker, easier to build, and getting the game out there for people to play. Basically, the idea is to have one table will definitely sell 2 tables down the road. It's starting to happen. It's just not happening as quick as I thought it would. But the tables that we have out there have definitely branched off to sales to someone else. So the more we get out there, hopefully the more the business will
We
grow.
got any shows, like, you know?
We did the
trade
Toronto
shows?
International Center back in 2010, 2011. Like I say, it was great reviews. It's not the product that I have now. It was the higher end tables. And with those, it was, you know, you're talking 3 days of lacquering and that. With the new laminated poly printed surface that we have there, you know, it takes 2 hours to put that on compared to the days. So, like I said, we've got the cost down as far as the manufacturing. But in the shows themselves, it was.
'Cause I'm thinking, like, this is
trying
something that
to-
you kind of need to see, right? Like,
It
you know,
is. If I had a
to
table here,
appreciate
it would be.